Bam, bam, bam. He or she said, cancel this damn show. They hate it. What? Hold on. Wait a minute.
Make black hair great again.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Now,
We're coming. Get our check.
Cheryl Morrow, the one, the only, the hair oracle.
Well, I think it was Red Dot, and then we also had a cosmetology school instructor in the chat, Miss Denise West, Michelle Allen, Miss Foster. Dang, I missed your birthday. It's always nice to see Miss Foster in the chat. Michelle Allen, you know how much we love you too.
What? About a whole lot of peace. Cheryl, you order that in a bag of chips. Let me do your heart, especially it's Black History Month. What's happening, blacks? How you good people doing out there? Y'all know who it is. It is me, your homegirl, Ladosha, Wright, aka Key Lolo. And then right over there, it's none other than the one, the only, my BMF.
Oh, man. What's up?
My PNC, my partner in cosmetology, Cheryl Morrow. There she is right there. And that's sunny. We can see that background. Ooh, it's so sunny there.
Yeah, it's nice. It's
yeah,
nice.
She like, yes, it's par. It's par for the course. It's just status quo here in San Diego. So everything is going good in your neck of the woods?
So far.
Yes, so far. It's been America is just off the Richter scale.
It is.
I mean, I think we thought we had it made. I think we got a little lazy, we got a little, as my boss Lavina would say, a little comfort table. Hey boss, if you haven't got here, if you're in the chat, yeah, we just man, I mean, we are.
Wait. My who said my suffering succotash?
Oh, that would be the one and only Daffy Ducks. Y'all probably too young to know about that. That Daffy Duck. What's happening, LB? Yes, we are on. We are live and direct, coming to you from Cleveland, Ohio, and sunny San Diego, California. Yeah. We are 144 episodes in, and the question is, boycott Target, yay or nay? This is part 2. She said, did I say Sylvester? Did I say Tweety Bird? What did I say, Chrissy? Chris, I got the wrong one, Dosha. I said Daffy Duck. It was Sylvester. Yeah. Daffy Duck was my mother. She told me to not climb the tree. Thanks, Chrissy. Chrissy can always check me. Yeah. So we are, again, 144 episodes in, right here on the dumbest shit. And we do mean the dumbest shit that people say about Black hair. And tonight we are continuing. Cheryl said we have to continue the discussion because we want to see, the boycott. Is it how's it going? Is it working its way through? Are people doing it? And so she said we should go ahead on and do a part 2. This is Black History Month. Well, every day. I mean, when you have a podcast titled Afro Hair Science, we get to celebrate. We Black History Month on fleek. Look, you know what I'm saying? We just out here. We're just loving. Because people got some. The number 45 said he got rid of what was that? Black History. He got rid of what was the other one? Pride. And so anything, all the indigenous days, women's history. So he said we ain't doing none of that. And so people like everybody like this. So don't nobody need you. What he think?
He said,
I think this is the
You
thing
guys
about
are no. He talking. See, here we go again. He ain't talking to y'all. He's talking to corporate.
He's talking to corporate. Okay, I'm not in corporate, but I did attend an event last week with a room full of corporate women, and when I tell you it was absolutely phenomenal, let me just tell you that it most certainly was. A couple of shout outs to some people. Y'all coming on through. What's happening? Michelle Allen, I see you. Sandra, our virtual co-host in the chat. Of course, Lawana LB, we see you. Selena, don't forget you got a little hairstyle coming. Don't you miss your appointment, or else I'm gonna come to your house. Like, where you at? No, I'm not. She don't be like, oh my God, who's it at the door? Oh, it's Key Lolo. I know you ain't missing your appointment. I gave you. Now remember, if you are from the Reverend Design Team Hair Salon and you're just, peeping through, remember now, communicate with us in the chat. We are building this platform. Sure, is there any other platform like this? I mean, anywhere in the world.
They ain't got a Key Lolo and they ain't got a hair oracle.
I mean, and listen here. We keeps it 100 right here. You thought when you have a podcast called Dumbish. I mean, some people, you know what? Some people actually like, why y'all say that? Why y'all name y'all podcast the dumbest shit? I mean, like that's just so.
That's so
urban. It's so urban. My son, man,
you sound like him.
I know. My son, man, he rest in peace, DeVere. He would not call me ghetto fabulous. He would say, Mom, you're urban fabulous, So anywho, and it's very gay voice. Mom, you're just so urban. And I used to just, it's just so urban. I'm like, whatever. Anywho, so that is the name of the podcast, and we have to say that because
and you have to say your line. And you mean.
And I do mean. And I mean, I really mean. I may cross my heart, hope that I stick a needle in my eye. I do mean the dumbest shit that people say about black hair. And I think this conversation is overdue until we flip this 25 years, which, by the way, if you are new to this particular podcast episode, 2025, this is the year of success.
Yes.
And what we want to do,
it's a 9-year.
So 25 years as the anniversary of the natural hair movement here in America. Yeah. And so we're questioning over these next 12 months, 50-something weeks. I don't know, we might be in the 40-something weeks now. What have we learned? And so this boycott that we are discussing today is clearly letting us know not much. And I will say it once and I will say it again. I will say it till the cows come home. I still cannot believe that Black women fell for the natural hair movement. I'm having a hard time coming to grips with our sisters. Why did we fall for this? So today we're going to talk about the boycott during the month of February. Here is the Huggy Lowdown on what did we learn from the natural hair movement during the month of February. Next Monday, we're going to talk about did they teach us anything about products and formulation? Did they or did they not? As we can see today, that we already know what the question is, the answer is to that one. Follow up on the 10th. We're going to talk about what did they teach us about branding. I've been watching another podcast. I think it's Brian Tyler Cohen. He's a political. Y'all go check homeboy out. I'm gonna find this thing. I'll put it in after the chat. But he's pretty good.
He's quite entertaining.
Yeah, he's very good. And so he had the gentleman on there from MSNBC, and they were talking about. Remember Naomi Klein? We had was the Dunning Crew. Oh, here's her book. That's why I love us, because we also some smart asses too. Need I say that? I have to say that. At least I think so. Hold on.
Right.
Y'all remember this book? We told you guys to get this book, Naomi Klein, The Doppelganger. So apparently she has another book about branding. I think it's called Logo or something like that. No Logo or something. So y'all know, I'm gonna check it out. But anywho, this is going to be on next week, but I'm sorry, the week after next. That's going to be February 17th when we talk about branding. And they were talking about how branding removed, that human, connectedness. And I could tell you that, I've been deliberately coming from behind the chair to get back in touch with humans, because I love social media, but I think we are losing our human touch. And so this branding is going to be very, very important. And we're going to approach this from another angle, as we do here on the Afro Hair Science. They talked about how the swoosh meant more than a damn shoe. Ain't that something?
I know, but what? It's the shock syndrome. That's okay. Wasn't that her last book or something?
No, this was her last book, The Doppelganger. I'm sorry. Yeah, Doppelganger. Okay. Yeah.
But they're all talking about the shock syndrome.
And what is the shock?
In regards of what's happening now in terms of the fall of the empire, the American empire, in terms of the trade war, the moves that this administration is moving in.
So she kind of foresaw this. Yeah. Okay. Well, she's pretty smart. And by the way,
and just guess where she lives at? All countries.
Where?
Canada. He's Canadian.
Oh my gosh.
So we're like double embarrassed.
Oh yeah. Wow. Anywho. So we're going to talk about branding. And then last but not least, we'll conclude out this month right here on the dumbest shit that people say about Black hair. We talk about longevity, the future. Like, what did they teach us about, the longevity, the future of their movement? And so, and the reason why this became so passionate to Cheryl and I, it's just really, professionally, I just felt some kind of way watching women come in with their hair in a condition that was just like, I still can't believe. I was in the store the other day and it was just, I mean, the weaves are so bad, they just bad out here.
Well, I think we were talking about that maybe months back, and we were just trying to express that there's just gross neglect. Women are not taking care of themselves at all.
Well, it's almost like, especially in this era of unbossed and I'm not my ancestors. They read. Y'all, these Black women today, they're very foxy,
saucy, sassy,
contrite.
Yeah. But they on the opposite side of that,
they making some things happen.
Right, it's just this huge neglect.
Yeah, and that hair
with arrogance.
Oh yeah, I'm like, you making that kind of money and you got a weave looking like that, baby. We got to talk, okay? And I'm not being judgmental.
It doesn't have anything to do with socio-economic means.
I don't know if that's a look or what. I don't know what it is, but it needs
neglect. It's a huge neglect.
I get them weaves together, and it's so many good people. It's some good weaveologists, slayologists out here. So it's almost like we really don't even have to do that. You know what I'm saying? What's up?
I don't know if the locks are any better, but I know that there is more of a sense of pride about the locks that's not in wigs. It's just something missing.
A wig? Shoot, they love them wigs. What's up, Sharita Bonner? Mr. Scott Holcomb, how you do? You still love me, Mr. Scott, after I was calling him Mrs. Every time I look, I'm looking at
he's been called worse.
No, I mean, Mr. Scott, ain't nobody called you no Mrs. Hot Comb except Key Lolo. So I know he probably just chuckling like this fool, and she trying to act like she all talking about some contrite and they
probably a very nice Mr.
He must be nice. You must be nice, Mr. Scott Holcomb. Okay. Only one Miss Bossy Scorpion. What's up, Scorpions? Fellow Scorpios. How y'all doing out there? Especially if you cheap. Holla at your girl. Varick Fuller, how you doing? Natalia. Oh, I love that name. I always wanted one of those good Russian names. Natalia. You can't get more ghetto than Ladosha. Jesus Christ. Hey, do y'all remember when social media first came out? on Facebook, they was like, remember that they said, you get a win? I wish they bring that back. Can somebody bring back, you get a win?
You're urban.
I never liked my name. Like, look at Chris. Look at these beautiful names. Sandra, Frida. Gee, you can't get more wholesome. And Gigi is just so sexy. Michelle, Lawana. Lawana. I don't know. It's Lou, not La. So when Facebook came out, when Facebook first came out, right? They had this thing that would say, you get a win. Y'all ready before we get into 144 episodes of Should We Be Boycotting Target and the rest of them? Here we go, guys. You get a win. Your name begins with Ta, Sha, or La. Come on, I ain't the only one who I was like this. Look, and I think of everybody whose name I know. That's La Towers. Yes, Michelle, Sandra, y'all feeling me? Come on now. I know. Lawana, like it is not Lawana, it's Luwana. Don't you put me up in there.
Don't put me up in no la-las.
Like y'all got them good American names, them good slave names. Not us.
I know.
I wanted to get on Facebook. I said, you know what? I ain't get on this social. I'm just too old for this anyway. Give it up to Marquita. Marquita is the one who
you just
got
have
me
a country. You just have a country ass name.
It's ghetto. It's okay.
Yeah.
All the ties and the shots. You get a win. Now you might have some other. You get a win, but that's true. You get a win. Your name begins with Ta, La, or Sha. Okay, and just think about it. I see Michelle Allen like, stop it, Judy. Y'all know Shanita. Y'all come on, y'all know. Y'all know Tanisha.
Now wait a minute.
Tawana.
I did know, because there was a Shanita. And,
but you can go. Yeah, we're not talking about the Shanita with SHE. It's got to be SHA. Okay, even if you.
Well, it didn't matter because we, my supervisor at the Bank of New York used to always say, she said, "Why did your mama name you Shanita?" And she was like, "I don't know." So, and she would, and my supervisor would always walk away saying, "Shanita this, Shanita that."
Your name ghetto. They can do stuff like that, the Tawanas and the Tamaras. And then they spell it wrong. Like my best friend, I love you, Hattie, made her name Lakeisha. Lakei. I'm like, it's I before E. It's about to receive and believe. Well, my mama spelled it.
Oh God. Not the vowel sound.
Nothing worse than that, and our parents, they're so, and I gave my son a ghetto middle name. I mean, it's just a ghetto thing. I mean, it's a black thing. You wouldn't understand it. So if you're not of this situation, then this is probably not funny. I'm sure it sounds very, very insulting, but All the black people in the chat laughing. Y'all know what time it is. If y'all
But
don't
you know
think
what the
this is
funny thing
funny,
is? But you know what the funny thing is? I have to say, when boys are named after their mothers,
oh,
and you got to announce it on Sunday football, and you got to go, Florette. He named after his mom.
oh yeah, they got some. My cousin Bridget, what's up, Fred Ward? Bridget, look at Atlanta Cantrell said, "You know you are ghetto if you are named after liquor." Yep, Cavassier.
Oh, don't
Tang-
or playing cards.
Tangeray.
And I know a family that had Diamond, Ace, and
Let's not forget the cars, Lana. Since we're on it, Lana, how about Lexus? A Lexus.
oh my God! And then everybody wanted to be Sade.
Oh,
Remember
yeah.
that?
Yeah, everybody shot that. And then, of course, then you had everybody, the kid name was Jodeci. Devont. I got a couple of cousins in my family. I love you. He live in California. What's up, Devontae Swang?
Oh my God!
Well, it's just what we do as colors, we do creative things like that. But it's all in good energy. If your name is Tangeray, Cavassier, Hennessy. Nothing like pulling up to the drive-thru and they have their name plate on, and it's like, "Hey, Hennessy," you be like, "Mm-hmm." Okay, y'all, we about to get to the topic, but we just had to get that out of our system. But you guys continue in the chat. You ghetto win. Okay, let's just keep having fun. It is Black History Month.
It is.
What better way than to make fun of your name? And my name is Ladosha. And yeah, I know I'm from the hood. I try to clean it up as much as I can, though I don't make it too good. What's up, Cecily? I see you over there. How you doing? That's my boo thing over there. Y'all go follow Hair Love Cess over on Instagram. Boy, I tell you, this girl do some hair. So I mean, she do your hair.
Wait. Her name is Jordan.
Cecily.
Cecily.
She's not ghetto. She's finding a mother foot plucking. God, I'm talking about
my sister.
If you saw Cecily in real life, you would be like this. Damn. When I first met her, I was like, I'm not on the other side, but
that is what it is.
I mean, hey, she's just fine. I mean, y'all going over there and look at it for yourself. Y'all gonna be like, I'm sorry, Cecily, to send all them trolls over to your page, but don't let that beauty or that booty fool you, because homegirl, she can do some hair, baby.
Business. That's right.
Now, yes, let me tell you, she can do some hair like no other. So y'all go check her out.
Playing that hair, huh?
Man, baby, let me tell you, she is the queen of the sleigh. She like, "Hey, Miss Morrow." She's being very late, like, "Hey, Miss Morrow." Yes. So yeah, y'all go check her out. HairLove_Cess. She's over on Instagram. Cess. Especially if you want to get your your weave slayed and your hair cut. Whew. Lord Jesus, I'm not standing next to her. I'm gonna be like, when Cess coming over, I'm gonna be like, I'm in classes in session, so you can stop guessing. Okay. That's how it's going down. So let's go ahead and hop into the topic. We are, again, 144 episodes in. We're going to talk about this boycott.
Oh my goodness.
So Cheryl, the boycott is on.
Boycott is on.
But it's split. It is a split.
What do you mean it's a split?
There are people who are adamant that this is the worst thing that we as a community, they don't care what color you are at this point, but especially Black folk, we have no business boycotting Target and
why not? What is there?
Target, Walmart, I think it's Starbucks, Dunkin' Donut, like there was a whole list of them. Yeah. McDonald's, that pulled back, on the DEI. So they like, what y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna boycott all of them? Yep. I politely took
go back to your local grocery store. Go to your farmer's
Here
market.
go my phone. You see, y'all see, I went on ahead and took that Target. I mean that Starbucks app off, and y'all like, what y'all gonna do about Meta? We gonna do something. We don't know what we gonna do. We gonna do something. I don't know why we're not boycotting Facebook. Some people have pulled off. I did come off of I couldn't do Elon Musk. What's that thing called again? First of all, that X. Just I ain't feeling that. X I'm down with is Malcolm. Okay. So let's see in the chat. How many people are down for the boycott? Let's see. Let's get it going. We're going to talk about it. How many people are you down for the boycott? Do you have the heart to boycott? Yeah. Yeah, look at here. Seth came through. I'm telling y'all. Seth said, I'm boycotting. That's why she my girl. What's up, Cookie? Oh, I remember that name, Cookie. Oh, them cookies be fine too.
Wait.
Cookie. I don't know an ugly cookie. If your nickname Cookie, you from the hood, you fine. Excuse me, y'all. You fine in a muck. If your
wait. Okay, so what's the other one? Cookie,
Peaches. Cookie, Peaches.
There's some more food.
Oh man, it was Cookie, Peaches was fine. I can't think of no other ones, but it's gonna come to me. Yeah. You know, but if your name was Cookie or Peaches, you was never ugly. No, ma'am. No, it was a Peaches from down the way. She could dance. Oh, she was fine too. All the boys used to like Peaches, man. I'm telling you. I wonder if she's still around. She probably left. She probably got her a baller or something like that because she was that fine. I ain't lying. If you grew up down on 79th and Woodland, there used to be this gay guy. I can't think of his name, but they was like best friends.
You had a Woodland too? We got a
Woodland. Y'all got a Woodland. Yeah, she was down on 79th. Man, Peaches, she could dance too. Oh, Peaches was. If y'all from Cleveland, y'all know Peaches. Tell her I said what's up. But I'm talking about the Peaches that was down on 79th. She probably went to Rollins or whatever. Man, Peaches was fine. Cookie, all them cookies was fine. We had an aunt named Cookie. She was Candy. That's the other one. Candy, Peaches. If you got them nicknames, you was Sugar. Candy, Peaches, Cookie, you was fine. And y'all laughing, but y'all know I'm telling the truth.
They had a look. They had a look.
I mean, the Sugar, if your nickname was Sugar, Sugar had all the boys was loving on, just smashing on Sugar. Like us ghetto girls, the lies, the ties, and the shies, we was like rejects. And then when New Edition came out with Candy Girl, it was over. It was over if your nickname was Candy. So what's up, Cookie? I'm sorry to put you on the spot. Cookie, like, why you do me like that? But I'm looking at your picture, Cookie, and you know what? You is fine, Cookie. I don't know her. I'm just look at that. Look at that. Cecily said her daughter's name is Sugar. And I ain't trying to be funny, but
yeah, her daughter is probably gorgeous.
Yeah, we don't mean to digress, y'all, but it's a black thing. It's Black History Month.
That's right.
So look at that. Frida gonna say Sherry. Yep. What's up, Trish? What's up? Yep. Pumpkin. Oh,
Pumpkin.
Pumpkin was fine too. My sister's best friend that was Pumpkin. She was like
Pumpkin is questionable. Pumpkin
was fine though. She said they questionable. All right. We still trying to see, you know, we gonna get into the topic, but we just when I saw the names come up. I mean, remember the lie, you know, you gotta win and give me them nicknames of fools that let you know them sisters was fine. We got Sherry, we got Pumpkin, we got Cookie, we got Peaches, and we got Candy. If you know somebody in the hood grew up with them nicknames, them girls was fine. Okay, they was not ugly. They dressed. They could put them tube tops. Remember that? They could put them tube tops. Me and Chris used to try to do that. Put them tube tops in our hair and look like the Soul Train dancers. Epic failure. Okay. All right. So So we got some people in the chat that said, yeah, they're down. They are down with the boycott, but a lot of people say they are not.
I
Now,
can't believe that.
yeah, well, the reason why they're saying that they are not down with the boycott is because you are taking the money away from them. That they have these contracts with Target.
Mhm.
And so you know, I don't know how the contracts go, but I am just going to conclude that Target is of the understanding that we're buying these brands because you're out there like Key Lolo and you're promoting, you're doing your part. And this is fair exchange, ain't no robbery. We buy some stuff from you, and then your people buy some stuff from us. Is that you know? So they're saying we are messing up the church's money if we have these people not go in there. And so are we doing that? First of all, Cheryl, are we actually hurting?
Right. I want to be able to give you guys a just another perspective, right?
Okay, come on, give it to us.
Okay. When you do a transaction, right? Usually that transaction is called what, Kilo?
What do you mean the transaction is called?
It's called a bill, right? That means that I took something, right? Then I owe you something for it. Even exchange, quid pro quo, whatever you want to call it, right? You as consumers, you have to make sure you tell your vendor. Now, if your vendor happens to look like you, then you really have to take them to the side and go, psst. If I have not bought anything, I don't freaking owe you shit. I don't owe you anything. Now, therein lies the issue, because now, when you do something called, now, the reason why they call it a campaign or they call it an initiative, because they know that there is a buying incentive in the campaign title, right? And so what Black people are not aware of is that corporate stores, big corporate retail stores, over the counter for our fast moving consumer goods, stores, retail giants, they know that the buying behavior of African Americans are aligned with our socio-political ethos. We like brands that are tied to our cultural essence or our cultural value system. So when Black brands are involved with corporate retail that has those types of campaigns, those campaigns are attached to our value system. Problem with that at that point, when they break that social contract, then the consumer is like,
but what about the person who has the contract?
I'm getting right. And so the consumer is like, I'm out because I'm going to stop buying. I don't have the contract.
That's what Trish said. I ain't spending a dime. How would you, Trish? Get
Okay.
a website. Okay.
Right. Get an e-commerce.
Okay.
Then we will resume our consumer producer relationship. The problem with the Tabithas of the world is that your contract is with your partner, not the consumer. So when you breach it, and the reason why I'm buying, it was the campaign, and you told me you were involved in this thing called the whatever pledge or whatever channel, whatever. At that point, if you stop doing your social contract with me, a cultural contract in terms of supporting Black businesses or whatever, my commitment, I don't owe you anything because I haven't bought anything, number one, but I socially and culturally, you have breached our social contract. What the Tabithas of the world and people actually on the shelf need to go back to their partner and said, you have a commitment to me. Because I have to keep the brand message and the campaign going. But once you breach it with me, the only real contract is Tabitha's got to make sure she goes back to Target and say, you're messing with my money because my consumers don't have an unending incentive to buy.
Why is it that these Black founders, why are they attacking the consumer then? Because they are saying that you guys are, like she said, don't be foolish.
Now,
so they
that was ego talking, and that was her bottom line, and that was one of the things that you and
but they're all saying it, Cheryl. They all are saying.
Well, here we go again. Now remember, I don't like gaslighting, and I don't like being gaslit by people who look like me. I actually really despise that. Because what you're doing is that you're lying to me. And you don't want to just say that you're scared and you don't want to go fight the big guy. You want to punch down. See, I don't like Black people who punch down. And that basically was what Roland Martin, yeah, I said it, that Black men too, okay? When you gaslight, you're punching down, okay? And at the end of the day, if your corporate did not call you on the phone and say, Tabitha, hey, how you doing? We don't really want to kick you out of the store per se, but we are no longer going to be, as a corporate, going to take it off our website. We're no longer going to be supporting the diversity, equity, and inclusion policies or initiatives. We're going to take that away. I don't know how that adjusts your numbers. I don't know how it affects you. We actually really don't give a shit because we're white and we don't give a shit about what you guys think. We have already told you, we don't turn our customer base into your customers. You make sure that you bring your customers and make them Target shoppers. But I'm sorry, at the end of the day, what is more difficult is that they actually don't owe you anything. They don't have to come here. So you and them got to have a conversation, not you then turn and have the customer and your consumers fight your battle for you.
I think they might be just a little scared because that's a very, I don't know, Tabitha. I'm just saying, and the rest of them, but
it's easier to punch down. And that is the problem with most people who have issues with power dynamics and power relationships that are not equitable. That is, therein lies the problem. That is what DEI is supposed to do. Equalize. Equity means equalize, the power dynamic of the relationship with big pharma, big ag, big, food, big retail. And that is the point. But we don't fight your battle. We don't, the consumer doesn't owe you anything. And that's one of the things that we were establishing last week. That conversation with that video that she got on, and ironically, she did it in a head rag, looking like Aunt Jemima herself. But the point is that you do not put that kind of responsibility. We are expecting you, because of course, when you announce this whole big thing about you're going to be in the Target stores and you're coming out with this product and your charcuterie wood cut Afro cutting board and you're so proud, we think you have your relationship equitable, but you don't. You're a mascot. You're an ambassador.
I think her thing is that nobody was going to be smart enough to figure her out as a mascot or, the blackface. But we are at the point now where you have a lot of organizations, particularly the one that we're going to focus on tonight is Nina Turner. She's a former politician here in Cleveland, very much the activist, but she has an organization. And so she was invited on to the Roland Martin show to talk about her involvement in the boycott. So she was one of the people to first officially go out and say, on this day, we are going to boycott, Target. And so there are others, because that's the other thing. We're going to get into that. But she says we're not. And so here is Roland. Here's the clip where Roland is asking her to pretty much explain the goal of a boycott, because that is what we keep hearing over. And oh, my Uncle Al is in the chat. What's going on, Uncle Al? How you doing? Hey, Booski. My Uncle Al, Uncle Janice, I love him. So here's Roland Martin, asking her to, can you explain to us what is your goal of the boycott? Here we go, guys. The goals, the ask, and the outcome.
But what's the goal? What's the outcome? What do you want to achieve with this boycott?
Really to awaken the sleeping giants, to let corporations such as Target understand that they cannot just play in our faces. Certainly Target has enjoyed the bounty of pretending like they cared about diversity, equity, and inclusion. And as soon as the Trump administration comes in, they abandon the whole thing. And as you named Walmart, we got McDonald's, we got a whole host of them. So folks, that if they want to boycott all of them, let's have at it. But we must have a target here, and that pun is intended.
All right. So there he is asking her, what is the goal of the boycott? Now, some people, maybe people in the chat, have never participated in a boycott in one facet or another. I know y'all know me. I'm a boycott queen, okay? So there are people who don't believe boycotts even work. You see, like, y'all ain't gonna do nothing. Y'all gonna be back in there. So number one, Caleb, do you think a when her goal was like, number one, you can't play us like that. You can't just, whatever administration comes in, now you want to jump on the bandwagon. So we got to let y'all know that, like, you guys are reaping all this money off of us. And now you're going to say, we're not going to, keep our word with our partners. And so that is her goal, is to let them know we're not having it. So do you agree with her goal, number one? And then number two, do you really think boycotts work?
Well, let me just say this. Since 1619 up until present day, that's 104 years, right? How many? That's 400 and some odd years, okay? Mm-hmm. Now, one thing that is consistent, that white folks love money, right? And they also consistently show that they want your money. They don't really necessarily care about you as a human being, but they do like your services. They like your products. They like the things that you make. They like money, right? And so what I don't, and I want you guys to really be clear, that I watched that whole interview, and
I did too.
Right. That Roland was very aggressive with her, and he had an agenda. Okay. Mm-hmm. He gaslit her. Okay. Tabitha gaslit us. Okay. And so they want to question our reality of things, because Black folks just won't be truthful with us and just say you're scared. You don't want to go back to Big Papa and Daddy. You don't want to go fight Daddy. You just want to come and see how we can make the conditions of your life a little easier so you won't have to confront the gorilla in the room. And that's fine. But what you won't do, because let me just be clear, people. White folks only what? Everybody says follow the money. They don't say follow people. They didn't say follow HR, follow the job. No, follow the money.
That's what Taylor is saying. She's in the chat saying, come on, Taylor.
That's their God, right? And so, and one of the things that I want you guys to wherever you guys, whatever circle you guys are in, you don't strategize your way out of a relationship. If you don't like that son of a gun anymore, you freaking leave.
Come on now, let me drop the bomb on that. That's a bomb drop. You're right. We all, whether it's a personal relationship or business relationship.
Don't strategize.
You know what? Yeah, when you're done.
Yes, I don't like you. So I'm out. Okay. You strategize your way into a relationship. You ask questions. You set boundaries. You set the terms. You set the rules of engagement. You strategize in it. Now, if it's reverse, that means you did not set up the right expectations, and the relationship in by nature was inequitable in the first damn place.
That we call that from the hood, from the giddy up. If you're from the hood,
Right.
let me translate it for
From the
y'all.
jump.
She didn't
From
do
the
it from the
jump.
giddy up, from the jump. She didn't do it.
You
She
see what I'm
didn't
saying?
do it.
So you didn't do it right in the first damn place. Now, right is relative, but right means in case somebody got bamnesia and want to reverse course, you had some firewalls in place. Now, obviously, in the words of the great grandmaster Alton Maddox would say, attorney Alton Maddox would say, it's just a matter of you only can have two relationships with white folks, an agent and then a double agent. So we already know that you did not have the right relationship in place. But you don't strategize. So stop asking black folks, oh, so what's your strategy? I ain't giving you my money. What is you guys talking about strategy?
There it is. I'm going to put yours back up again. Tristan Natural said, I ain't spending a dime. So do you think, before I go to the next clip right quick, do you think boycotts work? Uncle Al had this to say.
Of course they work.
Okay, I know boycotts work. Okay?
Wait a minute. Money, the lack of money has ruined many of companies and stores, which means that they closing their doors. All things must go. We closing down. At the end of the day, they're going out of, that is what makes people force corporate, force boards, force big companies to be able to reverse course. And when they see their stock going down, when they see their profits going down, all of a sudden they say, oh, I changed my mind. I had a change of heart. Yeah, whatever. You got to change your wallet.
Right. So here is Uncle Al. Retailers buy from black suppliers on an inventory basis. When we boycott, when the product stops selling, then the retailer stops ordering products and that shelf space is given to another supplier. So again, some of that stuff that she was talking about, we revealed that that's not how it's going. But to your point, here is Target stocks falling. Here's Walmart. So boycotts, they do work. They most certainly work. So in case you're wondering, do they not work? So let me show another clip. So we're going to go a little bit deeper. Now, I'm agreeing with Cheryl. You can go over. I am in the Bring the Funk Club of
and I want to correct something right quick. Now, you guys have to remember, it depends on the nature of the relationship. Because one of the things that the supply chain is not one item by one item by one item by one item. And in Tabitha's case, she is saying that at that point, the relationship, and why doesn't she just shift her relationship? Because she owes them nothing. Now, if she has gotten into the corporate culture, and she has enjoyed and got some relationships, and she enjoys the Target family, and she's gotten in there. And I understand how these things work. And she don't want to leave home because, of course, Target may have brought her to the big dance, and she's used to dancing with the dance partner she's dancing with. I get that. At the end of the day, the word loyalty goes both ways. So at that point, consumers are what? That you don't hate the player, you hate the game. And that is what Tabitha needs to understand.
All right. So Roland Martin is saying, okay, Nina, you're saying just don't give them the money. I'm down with Nina. Just don't give them the money. That's it. Period. End of story. I wish he would have went ham, but you guys can go over to Roland Martin and check it out. Anyway, I'm down with the Bring the Funk Club, but Roland, I'm gonna have to disagree with you on this one. So here's what Roland said that Target promised. Okay, so he's trying to catch Nina in a trick bag.
Yes.
And by basically telling her you're out of order by asking Black people to boycott Target, because here's what Target promised. Here we go.
I know for a fact when we were going after them when it came to Black-owned media, Target also announced when it came not only with the shelf space that they were going to be spending $2 billion annually with Black-owned businesses. That expenditure is not just shelf space. That expenditure is also supply diversity program, advertising with Black-owned media, and other things as well. And so in addition to the shelf space, that's one thing, that program. What I'm saying is, what are the other components, what are the other asks that you're making? Because again, when I talk about Operation Breadbasket, when they made it, they also made demands when they did that for companies to also invest money in Black banks. Is that one of your asks as well? So what are there 3, are there 4, are there 5, and what are those asks so the public who you're asking to boycott knows what the ask is and what the demands are?
Are you serious?
Listen, I wanted to jump through that screen and rolling. The only gripe, but
Now wait a minute.
Let me just say this about Nina.
Uh-oh.
I don't know her personally, but I have met her. She has been very supportive of me and my career as an author, but we never had a personal relationship. But what I can tell you in a small exchange, I don't want to over exaggerate. When I tell you that's a sister, that's a sister. And I think it took a lot of reserve from her to not just go to freak off on Roland Martin with that bull crap that he was doing, because he came through with Target has two. Did y'all hear him? Target said they got $2 billion, and with their $2 billion, they're going to expand the shelf life to more Black-owned businesses. They're going to do some more, product diversity, and they're going to give some of that money to the Black media. So now
wait a minute. No. I want y'all to understand.
Did y'all hear that? Was it just me? I was like, Roland, what you doing? Talk about some Operation Breadbasket, Martin Luther King, and them. Cut that out, Roland. Anywho, I'm sorry.
No. Well, first of all, I want you guys to remember, Target says, retail says, Macy's, all of them says, our job is to not make our shoppers your customers. Your job is to make your customers, your Negroes, your Black folks, your followers, your ambassadors, your subscribers, a Target customer. We want to see the increase. The only reason why we talking to your ass is for 2 reasons. You got something such and such and such and such and such a followers, and you are an influencer. And second, that you guys were the flavor of the month because the Negro George Floyd died, and it was just a popular thing to say. That's the only reason why you're at the table, Tabitha. Make no bones about it. But let me just say this. The reason why he was pushing so hard on Nina is because he had an agenda. Now that he thinks, well, why don't you do this? You put the pressure on, but get some of us's in the house while you can make some demands. Now, he just said you needed a strategy. No, you don't need a strategy. First of all, you got to tell them who you are, Black folks. Tell them, show them better
now,
than
this was a teachable moment for me. That was a teachable moment because when Cheryl and I was talking, I was like, maybe she should have given some more meat to that. And Cheryl was like, no. So y'all take notes because that was a teachable moment for me. But before Cheryl gives you guys a lesson about why you don't necessarily need a strategy, we do have our virtual co-host in the chat asking you guys to go ahead on right now and do this.
Pampa me on, pampa me on.
So thank you again to every single person on all the platforms. All the gears are turning once again on Facebook. Hello, LinkedIn. Hello, YouTube. And hello, Instagram. We appreciate your support 100%, far and few and between and beyond. We appreciate you guys. So go ahead on, hit that thumbs up button, and don't forget, like and share. Get some more people, into the chat, into the discussion, especially people who are not familiar. Maybe they want to boycott and they're just not quite sure. So we're giving you some reasons why you can. But Cheryl is taking it one step further and is telling Roland Martin, stop gaslighting and making us think we're crazy by asking her to give these points, which I thought maybe she could give that boycott some more meat. And Cheryl, you said,
hell no. First of all, there's too many other places to shop. Stop you trying to let them feel the goddamn pain. Whatever the case may be. First of all, fine. It's dating. It's courting. Okay, so hey, how you doing? I'm fine. Okay, so what are the things that I believe in such and such and such a what do you do for a living? I don't work. I just try to I'm against capitalism so much that I don't even want a job. Okay, nice to meet and have met you. See you later. You're not compatible. Target, we're no longer compatible.
Now, what about this? What about Uncle Al says targeted shopping? How's about we do this, Cheryl? How's about we purchase only Black products and buy nothing else in the store? I say, where you at, Trish? Come on, Trish. Drop it in the chat. No.
Here's the thing.
That's the solution.
This has happened before, and it's gonna keep happening until Roland Martin, stop asking white folks for money. Stop it. Just stop.
He's always whining.
That's number one. Number two. Right. And number two, people like Tabitha. There was one time in history where you couldn't go. There was one time in history where you could not go to Woolworths. You could not go to them. They told you to kiss their ass like they're telling you now. And so at the end of the day, it's not about a quick solution to the point where it's making somebody do something. Stop trying to make somebody else do something with their shit. At the end of the day, how did you build the multi-billion-dollar juggernaut? The largest sector of beauty in the world belongs to the continental Black people in America. As it goes to Africa, Asia, Europe, Canada, Middle East, the Caribbean.
Yeah.
We built it here, and you did it with Black reps, and you did it with Black churches, and you did it with Black folks. I am a witness. I had a fairy tale Black girl life with all Black money. I don't want to hear you. Just got to be able to what? And white folks tell you, well, there's going to be some pain. Well, Black folks, guess what? You've done it before. Just wrap yourself around your mind.
I'm with you. But can you just elaborate on why? Now, this is my take. What's up, Live, Work, Clean? We got to give our Canadian back. Let me just interrupt right quick. You know what? I stand with Canada and I live in America. Hold on. Wait a minute, Live, Work, Clean, because America is just doing something crazy.
We're embarrassed.
We do not share the views of the number idiot in chief. Okay. So we are with our partners, our brothers and sisters over in Canada. Okay. But back over here again to the comment here. Now here's Uncle Al saying targeted shopping.
No, and you have to remember, they're not buying the products from Tabitha.
Right.
They're not doing that. That is not their deal. That is not most of it. You have to remember now. I want you guys to say this. I'm going to give you guys a side view, both sides, okay? on now. You're a mascot.
There it is.
You're the same monkey that's in that suit in them baseball teams, basketball teams, football teams. You're just a mascot.
Now,
and that is fine too.
Right. But
His
now
is acting right. And if he ain't acting right, we out.
But what about in the case like Uncle Al? Now everybody in there don't have a relationship with Target or that situation. So what about the companies who don't have that?
A purchase order, and wait a minute. If you have a purchase order, guess what? Then they have bought your inventory at a reduced price because it's spread over a regional area, and you have to fulfill that. Okay. Now, maybe you need to buy it back and resell it and aggregate it and reallocate it and reroute it to your e-commerce. But what you don't do is put the pressure and stress on Black consumerism. When Black consumerism, you not only saved the car industry, you saved the banking. Your dollars have went to Japanese reparations. Your dollar goes to taxes and goes to pay everybody. My whole point is just learn economics. And stop trying to get all excited and emotional because somebody Black in a store because they didn't do the right goddamn thing. Hey, at the end of the day, they have not bought her inventory. What they do, let me ask you a question. Can y'all look up sharecropping? Sharecropping. She's sharecropping.
Okay, they know what sharecropping is.
They know what sharecropping is?
They know what sharecropping is. That's what she did, y'all. She did some sharecropping. Now, now they're getting into the specifics of the boycott. Now it's about to get a little bit more touchy. Y'all keep sticking around. Don't forget, invite some people, hit that thumbs up button. Let's get some more people in on this discussion. But right now, here are the specifics. Here we go.
Yeah, and the reason I'm asking for specificity, because
I just gave you
no. But what I'm saying is, but you brought up businesses with products on the shelves, and what I'm saying is, it actually goes beyond that. That's limited.
Agree.
And I'm saying, so for the purpose of the audience, so the ask of Target is keep and restore the program that expands the offering of Black-owned products on the shelves. That's one.
Or something that is similar to that.
Okay.
And be fully committed to diversity, inclusion, and equity.
But no. But that's broad. But what does that mean?
That means investing in Black-owned companies and other minority-type businesses.
No. Through what means? Because I think we have to be specific in the ask.
Am I not being specific?
No, you're no. To be honest with you, you're not. See, again, I'm just being honest.
You know what? You're saying that I'm not being specific.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Now, see, to me, oh man, I would have.
Well, first of all, she to be fair to her, she is not quite an economist, or she's a politician and an activist. But he wanted to drive her someplace. Now, why is there an ask in a boycott? There is never a goddamn ask in a boycott. There's an ask before a boycott. There's an ask before a strike. There's not an ask in a boycott. And I hate to say it, a boycott is a fuck you. That's what it is. I'm not asking you for shit. I don't want shit from you. I don't care what you do with it. I don't care what you do with your stores. You can change your stores to purple and white. I don't give a damn. That's what a boycott is. A boycott does not make demands, because the moment a boycott sits down with its adversary, you're no longer you don't have any leverage. The boycott is until you get okay. All right, we get it. Well, then we can sit down. But you don't do you don't boycott and then say, well, we'll only do the boycott until
the contingency plan.
We really don't want to boycott. We just want you to go back to, and tell, Trump to kiss to kiss your ass instead of telling black people. They ain't gonna do that.
Mm-mm. That's what she said. What's up? It's our cousin.
Go ahead.
Our new cousin, dinner is ready. Let me give you a big round of applause because she hit the nail on the head. She said it. She had it. I just didn't put it up time enough. What's up, cousin? Our new cousin just said, hey, y'all need to go have that. You need to tell Trump. You don't need to be having that conversation with us. And I agree. You need to do the boycott. I'm not going to Mcdonald. I'm not going to any of them. I'm just.
Why isn't Target saying, hey, brother, what is you doing?
No, they gotta say broham.
Right. DEI is good for business. You, as you would say, you screwing up the church's money. We're not doing that, but they didn't. And Target has more to lose here. And Nina is right. Make one an example, because that's all you need, right?
That's one.
And they have been the recipient, okay? I'm sure of tax dollars that have given them advantages and tax cuts and tax breaks and tax credits because they have certain entrepreneurial opportunities. And black people have given them all their money in their accelerated programs and in their incubator programs. Black folks have forked over thousands of dollars to Target. Okay. My whole point is, black man, you can kiss my ass with all that bullshit ass mumbo jumbo 3-car Monty. What's the ask? You know goddamn well. Don't
be getting a flag, Cheryl.
Don't gaslight me. You understand what I'm saying? Don't gaslight me.
Yeah. I think that one of the things that I don't like what Roland is doing is he's calling black women out. He's making this a battle of the sexes.
Well, that was what Tabitha was talking to black women. She wasn't talking to black men.
I know, but he is. He's saying, yeah. He's like he's the bully on the black women.
He gonna teach us something.
Yeah, I'm like Roland. Who's supporting your show, bro? Who's got the memberships? Yeah. Put that up. I bet you have more black women who are a member of a Bring the Funk club than you have black men. But you're asking us. You're asking Cookie, Peaches, Candy, Pumpkin.
Okay.
You're asking all of us, Ladosha, Shanae,
Cheryl,
and Tanisha, and them. You're asking us we don't know what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? Boycott it, y'all. Don't go in there. Let them, who said it? Let them feel the pain. Feel it.
And when white folks boycott you, because white folks will boycott white folks, then you want to do what? What happened to Cadillac? What happened to Cadillac? When white folks wasn't buying Cadillac no more. Oh, maybe we should, go get black people because we need to sell to everybody. Because the Great Depression happened to white folks. It didn't happen to black people. Okay? So they went and got black people, and you guys saved Cadillac. It's a legendary story, right?
Cadillac.
I know some Cadillacs. You know some Cadillacs?
Oh, my daddy didn't drive nothing but.
No, I'm talking about names. I knew some Cadillacs. You know some.
Oh, I ain't know nobody named Cadillac. I know my daddy only drove a Cadillac.
Well, because it's historic. It's an historic because Henry Ford had the bullshit car company first. He failed at 2 companies before he made some success with Ford. And then he sold it off to some crazy nut jobs. And then they lost their hat. And then some guy said, hey, why don't we sell to black people? And then the rest is history. and that could possibly repeat. Black folks say Tabitha, but at the end of the day, but don't be gaslighting us talking about we got to walk in the stores, because let me just say this. I wasn't a fan of Target about maybe 5 years ago. I had their credit card. I did not like, the way they did it. It
Yeah,
like,
it's kind of, it was a little, I was something about Target. I don't know what it is. I try to do Target. I learned about Target in California when I went to visit my cousin. Hey, Brenda. And they said they would call it Target, And when I went in there, I was like, okay. It reminded me of Zayres. If you're from Cleveland and you know about Uncle Bill's, Zayres, and Gold Circle, I was just like, they nothing but Zayres, But it's not my cup of tea. I mean, they don't take our money. Let them go ahead on and do what they need to do, because as it stands right now, I will show you, just in case you just came into the chat. If you're wondering, is that boycott effective? There it is. They're gonna lose. And what's the new word? FAFO?
FAFO.
FAFO. They gonna mess around.
FAFO.
Yeah, they gonna find out. We're not having it. Walmart. Go mess around now. Y'all know I refuse to do Walmart.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
I'm like Paris Hilton. What is Walmart? Do they sell a bunch of walls? I'm sorry. I'm just joking, y'all. I don't like Walmart.
I want you guys to Google. I want you guys to Google something. I want you to put in Nielsen ratings for us, by us.
Nielsen ratings for us.
It could
by
be NEILSEN. Nielsen ratings. Quotations for us, by us. I'm gonna do it with y'all. This is extremely important. Extremely important. Did it come up?
It says something about the Nielsen ratings for us, by us network 3.64. Is that it?
Nielsen rating. You put in Nielsen ratings?
Yeah.
Okay.
It says the For Us By Us network is available on TV apps like Roku.
No. It is no. Put in a campaign, For Us By Us 2015. Maybe that would help, because this is extremely important. 2015.
For Us By Us, the mainstream appeal of Black content.
Yeah. Can you read that?
Yeah. Let me. It's long.
No.
Well, it won't let me scroll through it. I could just bring up the article so you can see it if you just want to talk about it. How's that?
Yes.
All right. So here it is. So let me just show you guys the article, and then Cheryl is going to break down, which I mean, like, we should already know this just off the rip. But anywho, we're going to do it for poops and giggles. So here we go. Oops. So there it is. Okay. For Us By Us, the mainstream appeal of Black content. Is that what you're saying? Is that where you're going with this? Nielsen.
Read that first paragraph out loud.
No, I can't do it because it won't let me.
I'm gonna read it.
Go ahead.
From music to movies, fashion and art, Black Americans have long played an important role in shaping popular culture in the U.S., and that influence remains strong. In fact, 73% of non-Hispanic whites and 67% of Hispanics and Asians believe that African Americans influence mainstream culture. So not only are you an important consumer with spending power over 200 million, and I think that's indexing quite high, and I think it's probably it's in the billions.
Of course it is.
I'm sorry, it's in the billions. It could be more over 100 billion, right? The key here, but you are also a superpower in means of that you influence other large groups of consumers like Asians, Hispanics, and whites. No other group has both. Okay? At the same time, you have your own spending power, but you also dictate and influence other people. You are the ultimate influencer.
Well, we have it in our documentary, the narrative. By the way, go check it out. It's right here on YouTube. We're quoting Roland Martin. I'm sorry.
Yes,
he said African
says
Americans. Yeah, African Americans are America's cultural tastemakers. So we have no reason feeling some kind of way about not giving Target any of our moolah, okay? Because it's just not going to happen. Period. Point blank.
Yeah.
We're done. We're done. The relationship is over.
I don't know what is there to strategize about. I'm leaving you. I don't want you to call me. I'm ghosting you. Leave me alone.
It's over. I'm changing my number. I've blocked you. Block. Backspace, delete. You're done. What's up, cousin Alicia Houston? She says, I can't stand Wally Worley. I don't like it either. But in closing, as we wrap this up, by the way, check out Real Roots. Don't forget, she's over on Sunday. I had the wrong time. I thought it was 9 o'clock. But I watched it and it was absolutely phenomenal. By the way, while I have you up here, Yate, if you could do a podcast about those clippers, because I need to learn more about clippers. You guys were talking barbershop talk, and I didn't quite understand some of it. But anywho, it was a wonderful podcast yesterday. I enjoyed it. I watched it post the live, which you can do that right now. So while you're cleaning and cooking up or you're driving home, go check out Real Roots TV over on Instagram. She has a wonderful podcast, by the way. So it's absolutely the bomb. No, you're already better. You don't have to get better, baby. You already got that going down, okay? We got you. You got that, okay? All right. So here we go. So in conclusion, now Cheryl sent me this through the phone, and this is a gentleman. I don't know him, but apparently he's pretty popular on social media. So I just took a snippet of what he had to say. What's up? I am Black Curls over on Instagram.
What's up?
Nicole, what's going on? Rondi girl, how you doing? So in conclusion, here's what he's going to recommend to all of us out here. So Tabitha and all you Black founders, you know, if you're in this pickle here, I think he has something very wonderful to say about getting your own on your own. Okay, getting your own on your own. On your own. Okay, here we go.
Of a person to own their own product line. I recognize that may not be what she wants to do. I get that. What I'm saying is, if she did, she'd make more money. What I'm saying is, if she owned the process, it would not matter what DEI programs ended. It would not matter. And this is the point I have been trying to make the whole time. When you do something like you're on a show that you don't own, when you do something like put your name on a product, when you do something like you only do live streams and you only do social media for ad revenue, they have one time to change an iota of a parameter and your life is done.
Okay, let's get into it.
And if you guys want to know who he is, he used to be on, he's a chef. And he got his hat brought to him. And so he is talking from experience. He decided not to play the game and he bowed out. And he is still making money and doing his thing. And that's the name of the game.
Yeah. And this is why we ask you guys all the time, give us, over on Afro Hair Science, send us your email addresses, because at any given day, they can say, We're pulling the plug on YouTube. We're pulling the plug on Facebook. We're pulling the plug on whatever. And then we're all running around like, oh my gosh, where's Ladosha? I can't find her. Oh my God, where's Cheryl? This is why we're asking for those email addresses, not to be solicitous, but because we do need to have our own. I knew off the rip that she was lying when she did this. When she did this, I knew Tabitha was full of bull fragger pagger knuckle.
Donna inspired cutting board. Baby, get into it. Get into the Afro pick. Honey, look at that. Target. Only Target gonna let you do an Afro pick cutting board. Do y'all see this? Y'all, I'm so excited. When I had this like in my mind and I pitched it in our meeting and I was like, I would like to, because all of the things in this collection, remember I told you the pots and pans, different things have like little Afro picks and stuff. It's a nod to you know, my natural hair, my big Afro. And when I said I wanted to create a cutting board shaped like an Afro pick, they were like, okay, show us what, how does that look? And this was it. And they loved it. And they said yes. So listen, when y'all go and support me at Target.
Oh, man. And like he said, maybe she did not. We are not knocking the people who just want to be
yeah, he's right. Maybe she does not want to
buy
her own stuff, get her own stuff, go to China, do it in Pakistan, go to Taiwan, go to find a maybe she's not and there's so many different types of business.
Right. Right. It's not one way to do it, but to gaslight. That's what we mean when we say gaslight. You're going to try to play us like we boo-boo the fool and tell us to not boycott them because we're being foolish to hurt you and your fulfillment orders, and you can't back up all of your products and you have nowhere to store all of your goods. Girl, bye, Felicia. Stop it.
It's not her stuff.
It's not her stuff. And there it is. You have it, how they say it, straight out the horse's mouth. She is the face of those particular brands.
They will be selling that until they sell out and get their money back.
Right. Yeah. And so, and then like we said,
if we come in there or not.
And it ain't nothing wrong. The skillet can't call the kettle black. If that's what you want to do, it is your prerogative. But to come back and play on people's emotions as if they're going to hurt you, knowing that you're not. Yeah, you're not in the same relationship that those people have. And so like WK said, he's right. And so WK says she will make more money if she did it on her own, but maybe she doesn't own the rights. Maybe she doesn't. We're not quite sure. These are things that we don't know. But in any event, she could, I think if she was to bounce and rock, she probably would make more money in the short term. I don't know about the long term, because maybe she doesn't have the acumen of how to do the marketing, the branding, and paying for all of the, because that's a lot of money to do that kind of stuff. So maybe she doesn't have a crew to really help, her take it to the next level once she bows out. And it's a lot of work.
They call it name, image, likeness, NIL, her nails. And it's depending, and it's probably predicated on a specific type of relationship. And if the Target's going to protect their interest, I'm full aware of that.
It's like Monty Girl said here on Instagram. That's what we're saying. Make it make sense, and it's okay. She is like what they say is nobody's business if I do. Whatever she does is none of our business. But I do think it's very misleading. I like Cheryl's term, gaslighting. You're not being forthright when you make people think that something is your own when really it's not. And this is America. You ain't got to perpetrate. You know what I'm saying? It's really not that important. But folks are going to boycott Target. They are going to feel the heat. And this might be the one. The dragon that's going to get slayed, and they're going to deserve it because, like you said, they have the blood shells. We know about the blood diamonds. They have the blood shells. They use that George Floyd's death for their financial gain, and that is just atrocious. I mean, it's There's no other way to say it.
Yeah.
There's just
Yeah,
no other
yeah,
way to say it.
yeah.
Okay.
And the shelf is just the auction block.
That's what Uncle Al said.
Yeah, it's the same. And our great, vice president said, it's the same old playbook, guys. Don't go for it. It may be a different day wrapped up in a different color, and you know what I mean? It may go oink one day and then go chirp the other day, but it is a duck.
And I'm sure you guys, there are a plethora of stores and online shoppings right in your community who would love, to have you guys business. And like, so many websites, so many, what you call that? E-commerce.
Right. Trump ain't gonna go in the store.
Yeah, he don't even think he know what he probably don't even know what Target. He don't know about no thing on Target.
I'm sure he doesn't.
All right, so this has been a hefty, hearty 2 episodes about this this Target, this DEI. We hope you have learned something and you're walking away. If you have your own stuff and you reach out to salon owners, reach out to other retailers. I know I would love to carry some other people's stuff. We have a nice clientele who loves to buy.
Probably could open up stores. I mean, because there's lots of entrepreneurial, wonderful things that we would love to do, and store outlets, and maybe that's something that because we had a string of them in the 30s, 40s, and 50s, 60s, and 70s.
Right, and some people was even suggesting that she reach out to the Brat and her partner, and what's his name, Cornell McBride. There's a lot of companies who have a lot of space. Let's just say for poops and giggles, she does have stuff and she wants to get out. Just get out. Remember that movie? Just get on up out of there. Be done with it. It's all good in the neighborhood. We're going to be back next week. And we're going to be talking about getting more into this 25 years of what have we learned from the natural hair movement. And we're going to know what have they taught us about products and formulation, because that's something that this is why she's where she's at. Because in her hair care products, supposedly she's got some great products that people love, and let's talk about these formulations. So let's see what have we learned so far. We're going to use this one as an example. I think the natural hair movement could have taken some more courses with somebody, I don't know, but anywho, thank you guys again. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. The conversation has been hefty and hearty. It's a hard one to have.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, if you don't want to boycott, it's all good.
But I want you to leave you guys with one thought.
Mm-hmm.
I want you guys to always remember, rich people don't make people rich. Poor people make people rich. Because if there's only 1% and 5%, 10%, those people never go in those stores. Rich people don't make people rich. There's not enough of them, number one.
Oh.
Number two, just by virtue, they're taught to move their money in other places. I'm not saying that they don't consume. What I am saying is they do not move and circulate their money that will end up against their best interest. It's just not heard of. Only poor people make people vast and vast and vast of enormous wealth. I know that would seem like a dichotomy, and secondly, you were the product just maybe over 50, 60 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
You started in this country at the end of a bill of sale. Most Black, or they call it descendants of slaves, that particular group of African Americans who built this country, you were a commodity.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to respect the fact that if they're bold enough to come out and tell you what they're not going to do, you should be committed enough to tell them that you are not either.
Right.
I mean, it's as simple as that.
And you got the power. What's his name? Scarface got a song called Money in the Power. Yep. Y'all go listen to Scarface, Money in the Power. Yeah, because I don't give, money in the power. You got the power. You might as well go ahead and use it. By the way, if you are a licensed cosmetologist, you're working in the industry, or just a professional in the industry in various capacities, don't forget the last Sunday of every month, starting in February, we're going to have the industry fete du jour. It's just a day party where we could just come and chill and hang out and just vibe. So here it is. Check it out. The Industry Fete du Jour. Chill, connect, converse. Good music and a good time featuring the DJ, H2 Pro Flatirons, the Rev Air, hairstylists, barbers, nail techs, makeup artists, and friends. Be here, not there. Come on, y'all. Come on and hang out. It's for free. We're going to have a good time. Yeah, and the techno, we're just going to feature some tools and come and hang out and have a good time. We're going to be going live at least 2 to 3 times a week.
That's right.
Trying to get some traction around it because we just need to get together, especially at something like this, what we're going through right now. But we're going to be all right, okay? So save the date. Come on and hang out with us. We're going to be back next week again talking about products and formulations. What has this natural hair movement done for us? And we're going to be back on Thursday. Hey. Guess who's going to be here with us on Thursday? Y'all ready? There she is, Dr. Joy Scott. That's right, Dr. Joy Scott. She is the official
nutritionist.
Yes, right here on the Afro Hair Science YouTube channel. And she is going to be rocking it out with us. And we're going to be talking about energy drinks by way of mitochondria. So if you got a magic bullet, you have a blender or some fancy juicer or whatever, then she is going to be giving up the grapes. Now, I have been making some changes in my lifestyle, and I'm just quite feeling it. So get ready for Dr. Joy Scott on Thursday. We're going to have such a wonderful time. Bring your fruits, get all your questions answered. And so she's going to be able to help us out. And I think we actually have, what's up, Dr. Spritz? I see you coming through for checking us out.
Spritz?
What's up, Dr. Spritz? Everybody over on Instagram, loving life. What's up, Catlin Naturals? We've been hanging out. Vicious, Vivacious Virgo. Good Lord, and A. Nichols. And by the way, to all of our peaches, all of our cookies.
One more time about the nutrition.
One more time. Hold on before we give a shout out to all of our cookies and peaches, okay? Let me pull it up. Here we go right here. So here we go again. Don't forget. Cheryl said, y'all got to be here on Thursday. Be here, be square. She's with us the first Thursday of every month, by the way. The first Thursday of every month over on Planet Pluto Pseudo, Dr. Joy Scott, the official health and wellness nutritionist of the Afro Hair Science YouTube channel, is going to be breaking down energy drinks, how to make your own with emphasis around mitochondria. And so I don't be asking me, just wait for her to come on because I'm going to learn something too. So get your magic bullets and your blenders and all of your juicers and all that good stuff together. We are going to have a wonderful day. I'm with you. And by the way, don't forget Sundays. Check out Real Roots. I had the wrong time. Yes. It was not 9. It was 8 o'clock. And it is a wonderful podcast. Okay. All right. What's up, Monica? How you doing, boo? All right, guys. We'll be back. This was a wonderful episode. And y'all, don't y'all spend your money in those stores. Okay.
Well, until they get some Mac right.
They ain't going to get none. They ain't going to get. Y'all come on
well,
back.
By that time, you guys are already formed.
Y'all going. I'll make y'all a little charcuterie board.
Well, by this time, you guys would have already acquired a healthier economic diet.
Because back in the day, our charcuterie board was just a little sauce. Remember that day? Back in the day, we had it wasn't called with some crackers. With some crackers and some sauce meat and stuff. Y'all love that one with some grapes and some cheese and stuff. Remember that Kobe cheese with that sauce meat? That wasn't nobody's gonna get on charcuterie board.
Wait a minute. Did you know somebody named Charcuterie?
I don't know anybody, but somebody ain't gonna be charcuterie in a minute. Oh, by the way, before we go, buy cookies, buy peaches, buy candy, pumpkins, okay, sugar. We gonna see y'all because we know y'all the finest girls in the hood, all right? And don't forget, you get a win. Your name begins with La Ty or Shy. Y'all have a good night. We love y'all. Oh, where's my thing? Oh, here you go. Right here. Bye, y'all. Cheryl, you ready for the chit chat tonight?
I'm ready.
Bam, bam, bam. He or she said, cancel this damn show. They hate it. What? Hold on. Wait a minute.
Make black hair great again.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Now,
We're coming get our check.
Cheryl Morrow, the one, the only, the hair oracle.
Well, I think it was Red Dot, and then we also had a cosmetology school instructor in the chat, Miss Denise West, Michelle Allen, Miss Foster. Dang, I missed her. Hey! It's always nice to see Miss Foster in the chat. Michelle Allen, you know how much we love you too.
What? About a whole lot of peace. Cheryl, you order that in a bag of chips.